Good evening. I am Miko Alao reporting news at 9 for Wizomia Television. Federal government suspends full subsidy removal. Parents put padlock on daughter's grave to avoid rape in Pakistan. Jealous lover bags jail term for bathing ex-girlfriend with acid. The National Economic Council on Thursday in Abuja said it has agreed that petrol subsidy should not be removed as earlier planned for June 2023. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, disclosed this to the House correspondents shortly after the valedictory council meeting presided over by Vice President Yemi Oshibajo at the council chambers of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Ahmed said the council agreed on the need for the continued discussion on the issue, adding that the federal government, together with the states and representatives of the incoming administration, require more preparatory work. She said the council agreed that the timing of the removal of the full subsidy should not be now, but that we should continue with all of the preparatory work that needs to be done, and that the preparatory needs to be done in consultation with the states and other key stakeholders, including representatives of the incoming administration. Council agreed that full subsidy must be removed earlier rather than later because it is not sustainable. We cannot afford it anymore, but we have to do it in such a way that the impacts of the subsidy is as much as possible mitigated on the lives of ordinary Nigerians. So this will require us looking at the alternatives to full subsidy that needs to be planned for and subsequently put in place, but also what needs to be done to support the people that will be most affected as a result of the removal. Ahmed added that the federal government will be working together with representatives of the states between now and June 2023. And if I may remind this forum that the budget for 2023 has a provision for full subsidy only up to June 2023, and also the Petroleum Industry Act has a provision that requires all petroleum products must be deregulated 18 months after the effective date of the PMS removal, and that is the period also up to June 2020, the minister explained. Parents in Pakistan are now putting padlocks on their late daughter's grave to prevent them from being raped by some random men. According to a report, necrophilia cases are on the rise in the country, and some social media users, including activists and authors, have raised alarm on the matter once again on Thursday. The first post reports that one user named Ari Sultan, an ex-Muslim atheist activist and the author of the book The Curse of God, Why I Left Islam, blamed headline Islamist ideology on such depraved act. Another Twitter user, Sijad Yusuf Shan, wrote, "The social environment created by Pakistan has given rise to a sexually charged and repressed society where some people have resorted to locking their daughters' graves to protect them from sexual violences. Such a connection between rape and an individual's clothing only leads to a path filled with grief and despair. Women's bodies have now been unearthed and desecrated on several occasions in the past. The scariest necrophilia case ever reported in Pakistan was in 2011 when a gravekeeper named Mohammed Rizwan from North Nizamabad, Karachi, was arrested after he confessed to raping 48 female corpses. Rizwan was caught running away after desecrating a corpse. He had caught the attention of the nearby grave diggers and some other people. Most recently, in May 2022, some unknown men dug out the corpse of a teenage girl and raped it in the Chak Kamala village in Gujarat, Pakistan. This occurred on the same night the family had buried the deceased. According to reports, the shocking incident came to light when the deceased girl's relative visited the graveyard the next morning as per their religious tradition. The king found the body dug up and lying uncovered. The body showed signs of rape. Similarly, in 2021, some unknown men had carried out a similar barbaric act in Maulvi Ashraf Chandio's village near the coastal town of Gulamula. In 2020, a man was arrested on February 28 after being caught red-handed raping a corpse of a woman in the graveyard in Punjab, Pakistan. The incident occurred in Okara city in Punjab province. The accused was identified by his first name, Ashraf. In 2013, A 15-year-old girl's body was found lying outside of her grave in Jugurwala and was reported assaulted sexually. Following the incident, the then Chief Minister of Punjab in Pakistan, Shahbaz Sharif, had ordered a swift inquiry into the incident, and the matter reportedly is still sub judice. A 32-year-old carpenter, Onyekachi Agu, poured acid on his ex-girlfriend, his rival, and on Wednesday sentenced to 7 years imprisonment by a Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja. Justice Oyindamola Ogala handed down the jail term after he found Agu guilty of the count of causing grievous bodily harm to two persons, Aishat Adefarati and Masur Ahmed, in 2020. When Agu was arraigned, the state prosecutor Uju Unwangeze told the court that they committed the offense on July 3, 2020 at Gangare Hotel Mile 12 in Lagos. She said Agu traced the victims to the hotel and poured acid on them. According to the prosecutor, the offense contravened Section 245 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015, and the convict, however, pleaded not guilty to the charge against him. In a judgment, Justice Ogala found the defendant guilty on the grounds of his confessional statement and sentenced him to 7 years imprisonment with hard labor and is to run concurrently, the judge ruled. Here are the headlines again. Federal government suspends full subsidy removal. Parents put padlock on daughter's grave to avoid rape in Pakistan. Jealous lover bags jail term for bathing ex-girlfriend with acid. Thank you very much for staying tuned with us. I am Ayomikun Alao.